guys, my name is Sheriff and welcome to your 29th Java tutorial. And in this video we're going to be learning how to use the super keyword. So in this episode I'm going to be using the box class which we created from the last episode. But here we're going to create an extra class which is going to be box weight. And it's called box weight because we are creating a box, but a box that has a weight, right? So now let's get ahead and create a class box weight. Now since this box weight is just a box but that has an extra attribute called weight, now we can simply inherit from this box class here, so that it's going to make our work easier, so that we're not going to have to define all these constructors all over again. So extends box. Now this is making some noise. Now it says no suitable constructor found for box, no arguments, blah blah blah. So now the reason why this is giving us this error is because whenever you want to create a box object, now remember this is our box weight, it's inheriting from box. So whenever you want to create a box weight object, you are actually creating a box object but with an extra attribute called weight. So whenever you want to create a box object, remember you have to pass in at least two arguments, because this takes two parameters, which is the constructor. It takes two parameters, so you have to at least pass in two arguments. So that's why it says constructor box.box int is not applicable, or this is not the same. So now to get rid of this error, now this is where the super keyword comes in. So let's go ahead and create a constructor for this box weight. So box weight. Now like I said, since this box weight is inheriting from box, we have to apply all the protocols which this box class is using. So that is, we have to give in arguments because we're inheriting from box. So now let's go ahead and give in the arguments for our box weight. So int w, int h, and int wei for weight. So now this is where the super keyword comes in. Now that we've created this box weight constructor, and this box weight that we created is just a box of that has height and width, but then it also has weight as an extra attribute. So we have to initialize the height and width because we have to apply these protocols here inside our box weight class, our box weight constructor. So now to do this, we're going to use a super keyword. So super, now we're giving w comma h. Now let me see that's accurate. H comma w should be the other way around. So h comma w. Now what this does is, when you create this box weight and you specify super h comma w, now what the super does is it takes this int h and int w and sets them like this here. So it takes h and w and puts them into these places here, into this place here, and sets the height to h and width to w. Now you can now specify whatever you want the weight to be. So let's go ahead and give int weight here. So now we can just say weight equals to wei. So now we just created a box weight object which has int h, that is height, and width, but then it also has a weight. Now to create a box weight that's going to take these three parameters also, we're going to create a constructor. So let's create another constructor. So box weight int w, int h, and what is that again, b, and int wei. So using the super keyword, super w comma h comma b, and weight equals wei. So like the previous one, what this does is it takes in w, h, and b, which are going to pass in as arguments, slots them into these places here, that is super, which I take as super class. So it goes into the super class with three parameters, int h, int w, and int b, and it initializes the height, width, and breadth accordingly, and it also initializes the value of the weight. So let's go ahead and make a print statement here. Also print line inside the box with uh, two parameters, and here inside the box with three parameters. So inside our main method, so let's delete these ones, or let's comment them out. Let's just delete them and create new box with objects. So just for the sake of this example, new box with. So I have to specify. Now let's create this type. So I want to specify 12, 10, and the weight, let's say 30. So let's run this. Dollars box. So now you see inside the box parameter with this, and the area of the box is 120 inside the box with two parameters. Now you see what's happening. Inside this box with here, all we did was just say inside the box with two parameters. Now this is what we have here. But when we specified, when we made the box object, the box constructor, we said we printed this also and the area of the box. Now this is what's happening here. Whenever we create a box with objects with three parameters, that is w, h, and weight, what's actually happening is we're actually creating a box object with two parameters, this one int h and int w, and then we're also creating a box object with just weight. Now this might sound a little bit confusing, or maybe I shouldn't even mention it at all, but that's what is actually happening. Whenever you inherit from a superclass and you give this super keyword, or you have to use this super keyword, now whenever you create an object of the subclass, which is box weight in this case, you're actually creating an object of the superclass plus another extra object which holds the new attribute which are given to your new class. So this might sound a little bit confusing at first, but trust me, it's very easy after you understand it, of course. So you guys should play around with this example, and if you are creative enough, you can make your own examples. So trust me, when you get it, you're going to be like, wow, like it's actually that easy. And it's actually an important concept which you need to understand if you're going to be writing good Java code. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.